I went to Peterborough, just about a 50-minute train ride north of my pad in London, where I visited two sites. The Must Farm exhibit at the Peterborough Museum and Gallery, and Flad Fen Archaeology Park, just a couple miles outside of town. You see, in the Bronze Age, the whole area around Peterborough seemed to be one big marshy basin, and also a rather significant population center. And in 1999, archaeologist Martin Redding noticed some wooden stakes sticking out of a marshy bit of ground, did some preliminary investigation, and pretty soon they knew they were dealing with something special. What they found was amazing. An intact Bronze Age settlement dating back to 850 BC, and I suppose they had plenty of evidence to do that dating, considering all that wood, which would have been used for radiocarbon dating and also dendrochronology or tree ring dating. There were 4 round houses on site, which would have been dwellings, and 1 rectangular building, which probably would have been for storage. Now, the whole thing burned down, which is of course why it was abandoned and damaged, but also so well preserved. You see, burning can mineralize things, which does help to preserve them, but also because the whole structure was wooden, that fire caused the houses to sort of collapse whole into the water before everything was totally destroyed. From the remains of the houses, they could tell the construction was skilled and highly standardized, not at all haphazard. There was an intact wheel, which is the oldest in Britain and probably, I'm guessing, one of the oldest in the world. The team also learned about what people ate, their diets, and how did they find that out? Well, first, the pottery, and there was pottery in spades, and there was food left intact in situ in that pottery, as well as residues that could be tested and looked at microscopically. There was this completely intact vessel, which was found with the porridge and spoons still inside after all these years. They also hunted wild game like boar and deer, which the researchers found because they found butchered bones on site, as well as weapons for hunting on site. The archaeologists also found plenty of sheep bones and also agricultural tools like these sickles. So what that means is the people in the Bronze Age must have had a sort of base on land somewhere where they did their farming and they raised their herd animals like sheep and, of course, butchered them. And fun fact, the archaeologists also got some insight into what kinds of recipes in particular these people prepared. For example, they found pots